and dying sooner. A study out of Princeton University found that people who paid 50% of their income on rent were 9% more likely to die over the next 20 years than people who paid 30% toward rent. Researchers said unaffordable rent causes people to cut back on other essential spending like food, medicine, and doctor's visits, which can impact health outcomes. You're listening to the latest on NBC News Radio.
Redlands Auto Electric reminds everyone that the blood you donate gives someone another chance at life. Someday, that someone might be a friend, a loved one, or even you, so please give blood and give the gift of life. This message courtesy of Redlands Auto Electric at 1165 West Park Avenue in Redlands, known for quality, integrity, and knowledgeable service. Call 909-792-4776. Redlands Auto Electric, on the air because they care.
It's a bird!
It's a plane!
No, it's Super Roth!
Okay, a gimmicky opening for a commercial about Super Roth Universal Life Insurance, but I'm sure it got your attention. Now, what is a Super Roth, you ask? It's a permanent indexed universal life insurance that's totally liquid and easily accessible once it matures. Can be used to supplement retirement savings or a death benefit, or both. Has no income or contribution limit. Has no 5-year rule like Roth IRAs. Has no 10% penalty for accessing the funds before age 59 and a half. Oh, and the average historical returns are 5 to 7% annually, tax-free. Super Roths also lock in gains, which means you don't lose your money when the market is down. Sounds incredible, right? Sounds super? Super Roths are the way of the future, specifically your future. To see if you qualify for a Super Roth, go online to thesuperroth.com.
Was your car involved in an accident or just need help with dents? All Magic Paint and Body Collision Centers. In business for over 30 years. Their highly trained staff and certified technicians and friendly staff are the best in the business and treat each car as if it was their own. All Magic Paint and Body Collision Centers are family owned and offer state-of-the-art equipment and tools to ensure optimum results. They use the latest technology in computerized color matching and specialize in frame repairs. With their modern laser measuring systems, they're OEM certified, and they have 4 locations to serve you. All Magic Paint and Body Collision Centers offer rental car assistance with free drop-off and pickup services too, and their work has a lifetime guarantee. All Magic Paint and Body Collision Centers are in Norco, Eastvale, Moreno Valley, and in Fontana. Call them at 1-800-61-MAGIC. That's 1-800-61-MAGIC. All Magic Paint and Body Collision Centers. 1-800-61-MAGIC. All Magic Paint and Auto Body says, drive carefully.
You are absolutely fabulous, beautiful inside and out. And I'm giving you Dr. Marissa's Beneficial Presence on the Planet Award today.
Thank you.
Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale of a fateful trip that started from this tropic point.
When I go, I'm gone.
Are you lonely?
No.
Yeah, I knew that was going to be
But
the
I
answer.
surround myself with people. I mean, I'm always the one cooking for things. Or I'm always the one that decorates first and come to my house. All the orphans that have no place.
I'm going to have no place to go, so
Okay,
I can
come on over.
And life is so amazing if we can see it.
Jump off that exhausting hamster wheel and into balanced living with Dr. Marissa.
Promise you joy in the mystery.
Dr. Marissa, also known as the Asian Oprah. Her mission, to be a beneficial presence on the planet. Her purpose, to be your personal advocate to live, laugh, love, learn. Her life motto, don't die wondering. Take back your life with Dr. Marissa Pay.
And welcome. Hold on. I'm sending this now. Good morning. This is Dr. Marissa with Take My Advice. I'm not using a gift balance with me. And it is Doctors in the House this morning with my very special co-host every Wednesday, Dr. Tiffany Tate and her beautiful daughter, Mia Moore. I'm just going to ask you to raise your camera a bit because yes, thank you. I'm so glad that we are here, and we even have Troy in our cashew gallery who's going to be coming back. Let's see, you are tuned to KCAA, NBC News, CNBC News, and NBC Sports Radio Station, AM 1050, FM 106.5, and streaming everywhere. Ready for this, Dr. Tiffany? You can probably do this soon. iHeartRadio, Spotify, Stitcher, iTunes, TuneIn, Audible, Amazon Music, TV Live, Rumbles, Podchaser, Spreaker, Stricker, and more. Why so many places? Because we want to maximize our splatter zone for more hope and happiness. So on this show, there's no gossip, no scandal, and no K words, no Kanye talk before, during, or after formally, because I want you to focus on your own reality show and how you can be happy 88% of the time. And we've had just a wonderful holiday season. Last Wednesday, we did our annual holiday sing-along. It was such a hit. Got so many messages, encore, encore. So that's what we're doing today. And I'm delighted. I just found out in the green room that Mia is going to be singing one of my favorite Christmas songs. And I won't tell you what that is until she sings it. But we're also going to be talking about a topic that Dr. Tiffany picked out. Go ahead and introduce it before we do breakfast.
We are going to be talking about holidays, traditions as we count down to Christmas, because a lot of times, a lot of people do different things, and there's so much excitement as you prepare for the holidays. And Christmas is coming, whether you are ready or not. So, oh, what fun it is to prepare for Christmas, whether you are an adult or a child. Let's get excited. Let's get ready to prepare and count down.
Fantastic. And I did not give you a formal introduction. Those of you who maybe have not been tuned into my Wednesday special series, Dr. Tiffany Tate is a U.S. Navy veteran, published author, and retired OBGYN from Compton, California. She's a playwright, singer, poet, songwriter, and more. The published author of several books, including an important children's book called Bad Touching. And her daughter, Mia, let's see if I can find that one easily. Or maybe, you know what, Mia? I'm going to do my answering machine introduction. So I don't have an answering machine. I have a questioning machine. And when you call it, it says, who are you and what do you want? So, Mia Moore, who are you and what do you want?
So a little bit about me. I'm from Riverside, California. This is my mom. I am currently a senior at Azusa Pacific University, studying vocal performance. And my career goals include becoming a performer / entertainment attorney. And yeah.
Fantastic. What is your Christmas wish?
My Christmas wish. Do you mean like something that I want for Christmas or?
Oh, that's right. She's young. How about the Christmas wish for the world?
Christmas wish.
You're in a pageant.
I would wish for empathy just throughout the world, just so that people can really look beyond themselves and see how the other person's feeling before starting conflicts or making selfish decisions or even unselfish decisions, just to know how other people feel about it first.
Fantastic. That's great. Something for us to live for. And she was a little modest. She's actually recorded for multiple studios, including Warner Brothers, Disneyland, and others. So please welcome back to my studio. Get into the studio. My co-host again on Wednesdays, Dr. Tiffany and her daughter, Mia Moore.
Yeah. And she just sang at the LA Philharmonic this past weekend.
That's right. And I had to miss that because I had to work. But how was that?
It was absolutely fabulous. It was a wonderful sing-along. They had a matinee and an evening performance.
And Mia, what was the thing that you remember the most? I call these keepers. What did you keep from that experience?
I would say my favorite song that we performed. So I had two favorite moments. One was when they had like Santa Claus come out, and then all the kids in the audience went wild for it, and it was just so nice to see. And then my other favorite moment would probably be all of our sing-along songs where our conductor, John Sutton, had different portions of the audience stand up at different parts to sing their part while we also sang our part. And it was just so much fun to see like dads lifting their like toddlers in the air to stand up in time and just like all the excitement.
The 12 Days of Christmas song. That's what that was.
Oh, that
I
is
enjoyed that. I recorded that.
great idea. Wow. What did you think of the actual venue? Was that the biggest venue you sang at?
I would say it's not the biggest venue I've sang at, but it's definitely one of the nicer ones. I've never sang at the Walt Disney Concert Hall, so that was a real treat. I've always been in the audience, but like to be on the stage, to be able to be in an atmosphere where you can look at the audience as well as the conductor was just very special.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I can only imagine. I have fond memories of that place. I got to interview John Travolta and Quincy Jones in front of the Disney Hall venue. So that's my memory. I mean, I've been inside, but good memories definitely of doing that on the outside. So let's have breakfast. We just did a couple of gratitudes already. Those of you who don't know what I mean by taking a bite of my gratitude sandwich for breakfast, you're about to embark on a discipline, a positive habit that I would like you to adopt in order to balance out all the bad news from MS. I call meaningless scrolling first thing in the morning. I got caught up in it, I have to say, this morning. Stuff catches your eye and it's usually shock, right? If it bleeds, it leads. You press it and then you see other ones and you press it and the next thing you know, you've lost an hour. I didn't lose that much, but what I want you to do to counteract that negative trail is, what are you grateful for? What are things that you actually like that is going around you? And that way we strengthen the muscle to balance out all the bad news. So Mia, you already started. You're grateful for what you learned and saw and experienced at the Disney Hall. Mama, what are you grateful for this morning?
I am grateful for the love of family.
I am grateful that I get on a leaving on a jet plane on Saturday. I thought it was Saturday morning, Saturday night to Australia. So I am
nice.
Not only doing some speaking and teaching and book signings, but most importantly, my niece is having her first baby. And that was not planned. Like, that's not why I was going. But, the universe knows I like combining business with pleasure. So I'm grateful for that. All right, Mia, another gratitude.
Another gratitude. I am so thankful for making it through my fall semester and passing my finals, passing my classes.
I think that's wonderful and special. My father, who's literally in heaven right now, my dad, my Chinese dad, I'm going to pass on his encouragement to you that get as much education as quickly as possible. It's something no one can ever steal, take away from you, and it will enhance your life in ways that you have no idea right now. So that's his message to you.
And she's being modest. She's done it with honors.
Okay. Thank you for that. I had a feeling. And that could be your gratitude too, Mom.
Yes, that is my gratitude.
Fantastic. One more gratitude each. I am grateful for this platform and 600 and where am I now? 607 consecutive weeks on the air on camera, 1,080 some podcast shows, over 304,000 views on YouTube, lots of friends and connections all on social media. And that was all due to nothing that I did. I am just open for the deliveries from my UPS man, my universal power source, who delivers every day that I meditate and just am open. I'm so grateful for my life. There you go. Your turn.
Yeah.
One last one.
I'm grateful for my family and then also my roommate family.
Yeah, that's cool. You live on campus?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And where is it?
Azusa Pacific University.
And where is that? In Azusa, right?
Yes.
Question. Where is Azusa?
I would say it's about 30 minutes from LA. And yeah, so it's kind of near like Los Angeles metropolitan area.
Okay. But far enough for you to have to go and live there. I mean, although that's a good experience no matter what. So, yay. And last but not least,
I am grateful for modern medicine because even as a physician, I still have needs and it sucks to be a patient, but I am grateful for the doctors who are able to help with my medical ailments.
True that. True that. Just a side, I just, one of the downsides, I don't usually talk about the upsides, or maybe I'll make it into an upside. The focus on medical science during COVID was not exactly positive. And I am glad that it took, it helped us really appreciate and take a stand, those of us who really value medical science.
Yeah, and I know right now a lot of people are still dealing with the cold and flu and even COVID right now. So it's important to take your vitamins and for some people who are immunocompromised to still wear their masks.
Yeah, not a bad idea at all. That's coming from doctors in the house from a real MD. I'm not an MD, I'm a PhD, which just stands for piled higher and deeper. For those of you who are wondering why it's called Doctors in the House, that is why. But we are very well versed in life experience, and we are both here to support you in that. And then you can also ask Dr. Tiffany some medical questions if you would like in the chat. Those of you who have just tuned in and you're driving, please don't chat. But when you land, go to my YouTube TV channel, free subscribe, and that way you can get an alert every weekday morning to tune in to NBC News Radio, KCAA, AM 1050, FM 106.5, celebrating 25 years. And I'm glad, Dr. Tiffany, you got to go to the holiday party. Mark is notorious for not giving me enough notice. He knows I'm a planner, but I'm super glad that you got to go and meet the KCAA family out there in, where were you?
San Bernardino.
San Bernardino. Yeah, that's all. My defense is I'm Canadian, and so geography in the States is not my forte. That's my excuse. I'm not going to tell you how long I've been here. But anyways, all right, let's go to the bottom of the bun, which is a little different than gratitude. It's called appreciation. I like you to focus on inside yourself. It's my BS, my belief system, that if you don't know how good you are, if you don't celebrate how 88% fabulous you are, and focus only on the things that are not good and or have no clue how good you are, then you're going to be going looking for love in all the wrong places, looking for likes literally on social media. So I want you to, beef up that muscle. What do you like about yourself? Let's start with Dr. Tiffany.
I like my natural beauty. And I actually had to correct someone. They were like, oh, you don't have on any makeup. I said, because I think I'm beautiful without makeup, just like I am with makeup. So I appreciate my natural beauty. just like I appreciate my beauty with makeup.
You have makeup on now, right?
I do. I do have
Okay.
extra makeup now.
Just
I
make
appreciate
sure.
both ways.
Got it. Nia.
I appreciate the musical talent that God blessed me with.
Yay. I appreciate my fashionista-ism.
And I appreciate my sensitivity.
Mm.
I appreciate my determination.
Mm. I appreciate my fun-lovingness.
And I appreciate my resilience.
I appreciate my sensitivity.
Mm. I appreciate my creativity. And that is it for the bottom of the bun. We're just modeling that for you to do that at the end of the day. Before you go to bed, try to plug this guy, your trusty assistant, into a remote wall so you're not tempted to go to bed angry and ranting at whatever someone else is ranting about, which may or may not be true anyways. Instead, you are thinking about how great you are, not perfect, but good, so you can get a good night's sleep. And that's it for breakfast with Dr. Marissa and
Dr. Tiffany Tate.
And
Mia.
And it is my hope that you continue to do that discipline for the next 28 days and you will sandwich your day in the most positive way. Okay, we're ready. What do you want to start with? Do you want to start with some traditions and that, and then we'll break with the song and do a little more tradition and break with the song?
Absolutely.
How's that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I wanted to start with a tradition that a lot of people may or may not know about. And it is called Kwanzaa. Are you familiar with Kwanzaa?
I am, but I think that's a perfect topic because I'm gonna put the moose on the table. There's a lot of people out there who are just like stupid because they're annoyed when you say happy holidays instead of Merry Christmas because they still believe that it's only what they believe in that's important. And that was a slam, because a purposeful one, because I would hope that everybody wants to be inclusive and wants to know and at least be curious about the ways that other people celebrate the holidays. That's why I'm very strong about saying happy holidays. And that is a message to those of you who are temporarily ignorant.
And the thing is that Kwanzaa, people who celebrate Christmas usually celebrate Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa is not a religion. Basically, it was brought to America by Dr. Maulana Karenga, who I've actually met. He's a close friend of my uncle, Professor Amin Ra. They both work together at Cal State Long Beach. And I used to go to the Kwanzaa celebrations as a little girl. And it basically means first fruits, and it's based on seven principles, and it begins after Christmas, and it's about the Nguzu Saba, and basically there are seven principles, and there's a song, and that's how I remember the first fruits, and basically in it's Umoja Kujichagulia, Ujima, Ujama, Nia, and Imani. And that's how the song goes. But I will tell you what those mean because I always have to remember them. So, Umoja is unity, okay? And that's the goal of community, family, and Kujichagulia is self determination, okay? And that means that we define ourselves, we name ourselves as African American, and we speak for ourselves. Ujima means collective work and responsibility within the Black community, okay? Ujama means cooperative economics and we kind of become financially independent. Nia means purpose and is the focus of the idea to embolden and participate in being more responsible. And Kumba represents creativity and kind of to inspire ourselves to look within ourselves and search for our own talents. And Imani means faith, so not a specific dogma or doctrine there. And I was taught the little song goes, Umoja kujichagulia, ujima, ujama, nia, kumba, imani. And that will help you remember those principles. And basically, you will light candles the day after Christmas, and it culminates on New Year's. So it's not a religion, it's not a faith. These are just principles to teach you to be a more responsible, wholesome individual. And for anybody, it doesn't matter if you're Black, white, Asian, Latino, or Latinx, however you want to classify yourself, you can celebrate Kwanzaa and respect Kwanzaa. So it's an all encompassing, all embracing tradition, and it's a welcoming tradition.
That is, I love learning new things. Thank you very much, Dr. Tiffany, for teaching me that. I had no clue. I did think it was religious and I thought it was replacing Christmas, but it's not. It's
Mm,
about principles of being a good person, which is even
absolutely.
better. You celebrate it?
I celebrate it sometimes. I don't celebrate it on a regular basis. I can't say I do it on a regular basis. The thing about Kwanzaa is that usually they give gifts every day of Kwanzaa. And I'm sure my kids would love for me to celebrate Christmas and Kwanzaa.
Yeah.
Yes. So no, we don't do both. We usually do just Christmas. When I was younger, we would attend the New Year's Eve Kwanzaa celebration ceremony. And it's a beautiful ceremony. So if you get invited to it, there's usually African dance and African food. And it's a wonderful event to participate in, but there's no religious overtones per se. It's just a beautiful ceremony to participate in.
Awesome. Awesome. I'm going to, because I actually have Jewish roots, believe it or not. My mom was unofficially adopted by a Russian Jewish woman, Anna Blum, my grandma Anna, in Philadelphia. And my mom was illegally here past her visa. And so she had met my grandma Blum's daughter in Taiwan at a nursing school, and so that's how we got connected. So I have an Uncle Moishi, an Aunt Ethel, Aunt Penny. So I will just talk for a second about 8 Hanukkah traditions, being that I am not a Balabusta, and but I do have a little. I participated in a lot of finding the matzah and high holidays. But Hanukkah obviously is one of my favorites because I got Christmas gifts and Hanukkah gifts. And here are some of the traditions: lighting a menorah, playing dreidel, it's a little game, giving out gelt, which is money, and singing Hanukkah songs and eating foods cooked in oil, exchanging gifts, eating dairy. And I got this, I love the diversity from the History Channel. And a woman who is half Asian wrote the article, Elizabeth Yuko. So thank you for that, Elizabeth. And hopefully you learned something as well, something new about the Hanukkah traditions. All right. And thank you for the song, Dr. Tiffany. That was kind of cool, integrating that. So I'm going to go straight to a song now by Mia because I can't wait any longer. And I want to hear one of my favorite songs she's going to sing for us because there was such a positive encore of our holiday sing along last week. And if you've just tuned in, you're about to hear a beautiful singer who has been given a gift. If you're a producer or looking for talent, you never know. You know, people are discovered on YouTube, and why not on a show? So, Mia, setting out my intentions, take it away.
Thank you. I will be singing Mary Did You Know, and feel free to sing along. Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day walk on water? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would save our sons and daughters? Did you know that your baby boy has come to make you new? This child that you delivered will soon deliver you. Mary, did you know that your baby boy would give sight to a blind man? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would calm the storm with his hand? Did you know that your baby boy has walked where angels trod? When you kiss your little baby, you kiss the face of God. Mary, did you know? Thank you.
Absolutely beautiful. I do love that song so much. Wow. Yeah. So where do you, Dr. Tiffany, do you want to sing yours now or do you want to talk about our tradition?
So before we do that, we'll talk about Christmas.
Okay.
And so we can assume that people know about Christmas, but in talking about Christmas, we believe that Christmas is celebrated about because of the birth of Jesus Christ. And we believe that Jesus was born of the Virgin Mary, and we celebrate his birth around December 25th. And we're thankful for that birth. And we know that he was brought gifts by three wise men. And we emulate and we simulate that by giving gifts to one another. And we pay homage to that tradition by giving gifts to one another. And we know that Jesus is the reason for the season. So we run around and we give gifts to one another, and we try not to overspend. Notice I said we try not to. I don't know if we necessarily succeed, but that is the true meaning of Christmas. It's Christ. We also sometimes see Santa Claus, and that comes from the Saint Nicholas. And we know that he was a patron saint, but we have kind of distorted that to a certain extent and marketed that. But it's okay. It has become commercialized, but children love it. And as long as the kids are happy, we just kind of roll with that.
Wasn't he a saint though? Like he's an actual saint, right?
Yes, Saint Nicholas. Yes,
Okay.
he was. Yes. And so what we do is we recognize that, but he was not someone in supermarket. In he was not someone in the mall or in stores. Saint Nicholas was someone who he was a patron saint who actually served the poor and served people. Um, and what we have done is we have commercialized him. And it is kind of what it is. But what I will do now is sing Hark the Herald Angel. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies. With angelic hosts proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King.
I'm sorry. I thought you were done. Keep
Oh.
going.
I was going to the second verse. Christ by highest heaven adored. Christ highest heaven adored. Christ heaven highest heavenly hoard. Late in time, behold him come, offspring of a virgin's womb, veiled in flesh, God heaven seed, held high in deity, pleased as man, men appeared. Jesus, our Emmanuel here. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King.
That was beautiful. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
I got a little trigger happy there. Wanted to express appreciation. Beautiful voice. You can tell that Mia did not fall far from her mother's musical tree, and that is lovely. Thank you so much. Yes. So, what other Christmas traditions on a personal level? That's what I was going to talk about for my family. So with my and I say family because I was a single mom, and for most of my kids' lives, let's see, they were four, I think 5 and 3, when their dad and I decided that we did not bring out the best in each other, and that the kids would have a more loving home with two instead of one. And so Chloe May and Sarah Way in my house for Christmas, we get one gift to open on Christmas Eve. And then the rest of the gifts were opened on the next morning. And that is the only morning every year that my kids did not have to be told twice to wake up. In fact, they were usually up before I was jumping on my head saying, let's get up, get up, get up, get up. And in order to make it a little more even, they would actually bring me breakfast. So it was a nice balancing out because they knew they were going to get a lot of stuff. So they would balance it out, and they would write me the most beautiful poetry and words of love, which is a tradition in my family. That's the best gift that I get. You know, it's nice to get jewelry or clothes or whatever it is, but to have something from the heart, which is why I encourage everybody to do that for Christmas, your birthday, anniversary, Valentine's, instead of focus on the thing that you get with money. I think it's priceless to have those messages. So that's how we would celebrate Christmas. And then we would go for a walk on the beach or go out and enjoy, you know, life at its best. So that was our family tradition. What would you guys do?
You want to tell her, Mia, or do you want me to tell her?
Sure. So my mom usually hides like one gift for my brother and I around the house too. And then she'll usually either say like, "Oh, you're getting hot, you're getting colder," and it's kind of like a scavenger hunt for the gift.
That's a good idea.
And then I also like to hold my mom hostage and watch Christmas movies like nonstop.
Aw, which ones?
All the favorites. So like Elf,
The Santa Claus.
Oh yeah, I did.
One,
Like,
2, and 3.
all of them, all my favorites.
that's why I was wondering why you said hostage, because like, you know, It's a Wonderful Life and the classics, but Elf. Okay, yeah, I get it.
It's Santa. I love him.
I usually just see her sitting down. I just sit right next to her, turn the TV on, and I'm like, we're watching this.
Oh, that's so
And
cute.
she also makes this French toast casserole every Christmas morning. So that's always something to look forward to. And yeah, we always go visit family and usually spend the day at their house.
If they don't come to my house, but
Yeah.
they're not coming to my. It's like they either come to my house or we go to their house. We alternate, but I'm like they're not coming here this year. So we're going to their house.
Who are they?
It's either my mom T or my brother cousin. You know, because I was born an only child, but my aunt raised me. So
that's right.
it's either her son or her house.
Got it. That's funny. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, thank you for someone just gave us a finger somewhere along the line. That is not that finger, but a thumbs up. Thank you so much for continuing to stream in. This is Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get Balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show, holiday style. And we're doing an encore with some songs and talking about holiday traditions here on Special Wednesday series. Doctors in the House with Dr. Marissa and
Dr. Tiffany Tate.
Our special guest today.
Oh, and Mia.
Mia Moore. And we're talking also about holiday traditions. And we also learned about Kwanzaa and Hanukkah. And I'm trying to think, is there any other faith or non-faith that has traditions around the holidays? Are you aware of them? I know you prepare, so
yeah.
Was there something else that you were gonna share? I did bring up Saint Nicholas. I thought it was interesting to find out who he actually was before he got commercialized, and he's actually thin.
Yes.
Saint Nicholas the Wonder Worker. So he was early Christian bishop of Greek descent from the maritime city of Myra in Asian Minor, modern-day Demra, Turkey, during the Roman Empire. Because of the many miracles attributed to his intercession, he's known as Nicholas the Wonder Worker, the patron saint of sailors. Woohoo! I didn't know that. Merchants, archers, repentant thieves, children, brewers, pawnbrokers, unmarried people, there you go, and students in various cities and countries around Europe. His reputation evolved among the pious, as was common for early Christian saints, and his legendary habit of secret gift giving gave rise to the traditional model of Santa Claus. Interesting. Isn't that interesting? I didn't know that. I love it when I learn something new. I race sailboats, Mia, in case you didn't know. That's why I let that woohoo out. Actually, our Christmas U.S. Sailing Center Christmas party is tonight. So I'm a little dressed up because of that. And I've been racing for 34 seasons. And the best thing is we take out on Wet Wednesdays underserved populations of kids and teach them how to race sailboats. So I'm grateful for that activity and what I get to do with them. And every Christmas we have a get together. They have an annual meeting, and then we come together and eat. What's your favorite Christmas food or holiday food besides the? Oh, that's what I was going to say, Mia. I mean, Dr. Tiffany. It's a good thing I'm going to Australia. I'd be coming over for some of that casserole.
Oh goodness. My favorite holiday food would be
Your French toast casserole.
probably, yeah. I really love my breakfast food. Well, see, I love breakfast. I think breakfast is good any time of day. Breakfast for breakfast, breakfast for lunch, breakfast for dinner.
Breakfast for snack.
Yeah, breakfast for snack. I love breakfast food.
I
Um,
very agree. Have
I
you ever
think
been
that's
to
great.
Original Pancake House?
Yes.
That is my favorite breakfast place. I needed to get the sponsorship before I said that, but if you've ever had, I've never understood fluffy omelets, like when they say fluffy omelets, until I had an Original Pancake House fluffy cheese omelet. And if you're listening, never tried it, go and try it and tell them that Dr. Marissa sent them, and then message me at drmarissa.life to tell me which one you went to so I can get an Asian Oprah giveaway from them for me to use, and you as well. But that and the Dutch baby, it's like a German pancake. It almost tastes like a Yorkshire pudding. Have you ever had that? To die for. To die for. Yeah.
Now I'm hungry.
I know now you made us hungry.
Something to go to.
Oh goodness. Yeah, I love me a good French toast. So the French toast casserole is just someone I made it for our women's brunch at church, and they said it tastes like bread pudding on another level.
Oh. So you make the French toast first and then put it in a casserole dish?
It's really easy. I like to use like the Hawaiian roll, and you pull it apart and you mix like the eggs and the milk, and I put a little vanilla and cinnamon, and then you let it soak overnight in the refrigerator, pop it in the oven, and I bake it while the kids are opening their gifts. And by the time they finish, you pull it out and it's ready.
Wow. Hey, you heard it here. We give our first recipe on my show in 607 consecutive weeks. I don't think we've ever done a recipe before. So keep it here.
Mm,
That sounds
you'll love it.
well, anything with Hawaiian rolls. I mean, come on. That's
Mhm.
that's like pretty darn good. All right. I'll be on a plane, so I can't make it, but I definitely will keep that in mind for future. All right. Do you have another song? I know I have one song. I didn't ask you to prepare for more because
Mm.
I'm keeping an eye on the time. Did you have anything else that you had prepared that you wanted to talk about?
You go ahead and sing your song, and then we'll see if there's time for another song.
Okay. All right. And that is, oh, we
Mary
have,
Montgomery said, "Yummy to my tummy."
let's see, Mary. Is she one of your sisters?
She's my mom T.
Oh,
She
Mom
raised me.
T. Oh, well, thank you, Mom T. You raised well. You're my co-host is obviously from good stock, so
Mhm.
thank you. And she's thinking about you coming over and bringing that probably
I'm
if you're
thinking
going to
about
her
what she's
house.
cooking for dinner.
I'm thinking about the
That sounds great. Well, um, as I'm doing this, I'm going to be offering a Christmas holiday wish for all of you while I sing this song. So I would also ask you, Mia and Dr. Tiffany, to what is the wish that you would like to leave with our listeners and anybody who is listening in or watching in now or later, because this is our last holiday show. I have two more, well, last holiday show with Dr. Tiffany. And then because I am on tour to Australia and New Zealand, speaking, teaching, and singing, and I mentioned my favorite niece having her baby. I am taking my very first break from this show in 607 consecutive weeks for this long. I was going to stream live and still do the shows while I'm away, but it's 4 in the morning in Australia. And I love you all, but I do not love you that much. And everybody is telling me, take a break. You deserve it. It's been a long time. So Dr. Tiffany and I also decided that pre-recording shows, it's still a lot of work. So she gave me a buy on that. So, but I'm gonna be playing. I have 1,080 something shows to choose from. You will be hearing Dr. Tiffany on Wednesdays while I'm away. We will be back live. I believe I return live to have a live show with you. Let me just check. I will be back on the 16th. That's true. My first live show will be with Dr. Tiffany on January 17th. So please do tune in for that. All right. And here we go. Pull this up.
It was her first Christmas.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear the sleigh bells in the snow. Oh, dreaming of a wonderful Christmas, with every Christmas card I don't write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. And I know this holiday, there's a lot of you out there complaining about what's going on in the world, more war, more problems, more climate change, all these things that are going wrong. And yes, it's true. There are a lot of things that have an opportunity for improvement. But it is our choice, our ability to focus on what is good, what is positive, that will give us the energy to make more things right. Because I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas wish I make. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white.
All right.
I hope you enjoyed that. I did. I just love singing. And we just got the 5-minute. So what's your Christmas wish for all the people out there for this holiday season? I already made Mia do it. So Dr. Tiffany?
My Christmas wish is that everyone be safe, be blessed, and find the joy within. Know that other people will not make you happy. Only you can find happiness within. And as long as you are happy within, people around you can find joy because you're good. Be blessed, be safe, be you.
Mm. And I'll tag on the BU. I hope that everyone within the sound of my voice or watching knows how loving, lovable, and loved you are. That you're wrapped in a warm blanket of worthiness, and that you are the boss of you, to recognize that, to know it for yourself. If you're not feeling that way, just know that I'm going to hold that truth for you until you can yourself, because life is too short to hate yourself, to hate life, to hate other people. It's Time has a shelf life. It is not a renewable energy source. Once it's gone, it's gone. Can't get today back. So go and grab life by the cojones and juice it so that you can have happiness 88% of the time. That's my holiday wish for you. This is Dr. Marissa on Take My Advice. I'm not using a Get Balance with Dr. Marissa, the morning show with doctors in the house and Dr. Marissa and
Dr. Tiffany Tate
and
Mia Moore.
This has been a holiday special encore. We're going to sing out as we leave. I think we have 3 minutes. So what is the song that we were going to sort of try to do together?
We're going to try to do We Wish You a Merry Christmas. I guess we can do you start and we'll just you sing one song and so you start it.
All right. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Okay, no, I'll do one and then you do one solo and you do one solo because of the lag, right?
Yes.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Okay. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. You go.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And that is it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do wish you a very, very amazing finish to 2023, this holiday season. It is a joy. Find the joy that is within you. I'm going to ask my beautiful Inside and Out ladies on this show to do our sign off together, because it's all about balance. Peace in.
Peace out.
Peace out. World peace through inner peace. This is Dr. Marissa and
Dr. Tiffany Tate
and Mia Moore, and you can follow me at _Mia Music_ on Instagram.
Fantastic. Thank you for, I knew I forgot something. You can find Dr. Tiffany at her website,
www.drtiffanytate.com.
Beautiful. And you can use Google My Assistant just to ask for Dr. Marissa or Asian Oprah. Now go and have the best day ever. We'll see you tomorrow. Straight talk tomorrow. Frank.
KCAA Loma Linda.